So I would say that my favorite Lumicera memory over the years, um, surprisingly, would have to be receiving shipments at the old building. So coolers, boxes, ice packs, whatever it may be. I may have dreaded it at the time, but actually it was fun. It was a place where we could see people we didn't normally see in the workday. We could interact with people that we normally didn't interact with or get to know very well. And it was a very casual environment because it was not your normal desk workday setting. Um, so I think coolers were probably the favorite of all of that because we would be able to go downstairs, get outside, get some fresh air a little bit, and just really hang out, wait for things to arrive, talk. While also still working, of course. But it was just a really fun time. I think it was great to really get to know people, even people on maybe who worked on a different floor, and just seeing people let loose and kind of relax a little bit. I remember seeing Ben or Sharon down there helping Chris Graham's always, just really letting loose and having fun. And it was really enjoyable. So when we moved to the new building and we got a loading dock, fantastic. Very excited about that, but still bittersweet a little bit. That's my favorite Lumicera memory.
Fondest memories of Lumicera. Well, I mean, anytime that you've been part of something for 9 years, you probably have some really good memories. I will say probably some of my fondest memories that I look back on and laugh about are probably ones that I can't necessarily share on this recording. So if anybody's interested in those, you'll probably have to hit me up outside of work and we can have a laugh over some of the different things like that. I think probably if you were to narrow down on one specific memory, it's really great, is just the building move from the Madison location on an Arbor Gate to the one we're currently in right now. It was just such a big move, a big jump for the organization. It solved a lot of hassles that we used to have being on the third floor of an office building. So that was super exciting. And I'm excited for all the other employees that get that at their locations as well, moving from not great situations to nice new facilities. But I would say probably the overwhelming or the kind of the overall thinking about Lumicera again, so many different things that is looking back from the early days and just how kind of the crazy things that we used to do to get by and just how the team kind of always did what it took to make sure that we got the job done, despite doing things very manual and everybody kind of jumping in and doing different things. I remember back when we were really small, it'd be like Friday afternoons and people would just kind of be standing around the pharmacy and we'd be chatting and talking about the future because we had everything done for the day. Nowadays, there's never a time that we have everything done, but it was fun to think about what was to come, and a lot of us really didn't know other than that great things were coming. And then again, back to looking back and thinking about the manual calls that we had to do every single day, and it was a race to try and get those done and call people over and over again, manually adjudicating orders, manually going and moving things from the packing queue to the shipping queue, taking cardboard out on the flat boxes and people laying down on top of the cardboard so it didn't blow away in the wind on the way to the dumpster, taking coolers and boxes out of semis outside in the rain, the snow, 100-degree heat, negative temperature, things like that, just to get by. And again, everybody always banded together and we always got stuff done as a group, even pulling in Navitus employees for some of these different things. So I think what's really exciting is to think about, 5-10 years from now in the future, the things that we're doing right now that we'll look back on and be like, man, what in the world were we doing to get by at that point? And I think it's exciting because we continue to evolve and become more sophisticated as a company. So a lot of those solutions that took so long in the past to come to fruition will come faster and faster over time. So I would say that's kind of my fondest memory, is just thinking back to the early days and what we didn't know it was coming, and we just kept on chugging along and getting stuff done and seeing where we are now and where we're headed.